Hi there, I'm Tish.
I'm Lily.
And together we are
Haunted Housewives.
Ooh, that was coordinated.
Woo!
Look at us. So, today we are going to give you 2 reasons why you should visit
Crawford School of Terror. Our brain cell is in sync today.
Wow! Sometimes sharing the brain cell really works. So, Crawford School of Terror is in Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Again, southwestern corner of Pennsylvania, close to West Virginia border. Beautiful little town if you're driving over the hills and you see it down below you. And it looks so pretty and so welcoming. But it shelters a dark secret.
Yes.
The Crawford School of Terror.
The looming school.
So, as I said, we each have 2 reasons. Do you want to kick us off, or do you want me to start?
Sure. So one of my reasons to visit Crawford School of Terror is that it's really fucking scary.
We just said a bad
word. My daughter, who really, she's an actor, along with her daughter. It's how we met. She doesn't really get scared at haunts, but she enjoys them. She has fun going through. She loves seeing the acting. She loves interacting with people. When I took her through Crawford, she was like, that was terrifying. That was the most scared she has ever been in a haunt. And, I mean, she hasn't been to as many haunts as we have, but she's been to a few. I think it was a combination of there is quite a bit of possession kind of scenes, and it's just
dark, it's intense. There are entrances and exits that you can't always see. Mm-hmm. They have entrances and exits tucked in corners in the hallways. They have things reaching at you from the ceiling. They have things reaching at you from the floor.
Yeah.
It's really hard to see what's coming next.
Right.
And they use the darkness, the set, the shadows, the soundtrack, which is playing throughout, to create this incredible sense of tension. I would agree. It's very scary, and on top of that, they like you were saying, they pick scenes that are going to scare just about anybody. There's a lot of possession, a lot of ghosts, and it's not.
It's different, too. It's inventive.
Yeah.
They think of different and new ways to do things. So it's not something that you've seen before.
Yeah. But, if you're looking for a place that's scary, again, it's in the name. School of Terror.
Yes.
Terror.
If you like terror, if you like to feel terror.
If you like as much as we do.
Right? The minute you go and you see this looming building, it's just...
I think, this is going to segue into one of my top reasons to go to Crawford, which is the design.
Yes.
One of the first things we noticed the first time we went there, and it's an aspect of this haunted attraction that they have only amped up over the years, is the design. When you walk into a room, the pathway through the room is never clear.
Never.
It's not as if there's a scene on one side of the room and you're passing by on the other watching it. You have to wind your way through that room, or maybe you don't even see where the exit is.
Right.
But they often have it set up so that you come very close to something.
Many things
that are incredibly scary. They do this really effectively. There's a scare set up in the school theater that
I'm thinking of the year I fell to the ground. It's okay. because of the scare.
You just don't expect.
Yes.
There are several potential directions
right.
that you can identify. You can look around the room and you think, that thing over there.
Yeah.
That thing over there.
Yeah.
That thing down there is going to scare me. It comes from a different direction.
Yep.
and if you're like Lily, you just hit the floor. Bam. It's a really well-designed haunted attraction. They have thought about the use of space, use of like shadows. They have a maze of lockers because, of course, it's supposed to be a haunted school.
Right.
That is just incredibly tense.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The maze that they just built in the basement is really tense, but it's deliberately designed to make you feel like you are in peril every step of the way.
No matter what you're in, if you're in the school, if you're in the daycare, if you're in the basement.
Yes. And we should explain. The top floor is Crawford School of Terror. It's
there are stairs.
And the second floor, the floor down, is Crawford Daycare. And the basement this year is the Backwoods Barn. All three of them.
I thought they couldn't outdo themselves.
All three of them share this commitment to being creepy and spooky and putting you face to face with your nightmares.
Yes.
So if you want to go to a haunt that is super well designed, check out Crawford.
Yes.
What's your reason
to add to that is the acting, because along with these rooms that you go into, they have some superb actors. They know when to jump out. They know where to jump out, because the rooms, they're not a straight shot. You have to go through whatever, if you're in the dining hall, if you're in the cafeteria, it's high school.
The shop class.
Depending on where you are. You have to go through whatever is there. But then you also have an actor who bides their time and interacts with you depending on what you are going through, what room you're going through.
And they don't always show up where you expect them.
Never.
The school has a really well-designed final scare. But, every single level has something like that.
Yeah, something surprising from the actors, not just the sets.
Yeah.
It's also the actors. So you're surprised by the sets and you're surprised by the actors.
Right. Like if
you don't know where they're going to be, what they're going to do. Especially
if you're in the daycare.
I was going to say especially in the basement, but that's not even true. No, it's not even true. It's the whole place.
It's everything. But in the daycare, you have little children who want to play with you, and they'll go running through the dark halls, asking you to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
In the basement, it's this family of murderous rednecks who show up everywhere.
We love you, Mama.
Yeah, we love Mama. She's the matriarch of the family, and we love Mama. But the acting is like very
so
precise.
Good. Yeah.
Scary, funny,
exactly
well calibrated.
Oh my
gosh, the prom queen.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to our prom queen.
That was scary and hilarious.
Yes. Yes. And that's something they also do well. They balance that. Horror and laughs very, very well.
What is your next reason?
My next reason that you should go see Crawford School of Terror is because they also really think about the narrative. They came up with a story. It's if you drive up to this building, the building looks ominous. It's this old, no longer abandoned, but abandoned school scary from the outside. They have come up with a backstory that they incorporate into the haunt. This original story about a psychopathic schoolgirl, like junior high school student.
I mean, aren't we all at that age?
We've been there. We are the parents of daughters. We support. But this schoolgirl, Margaret, develops a crush on her teacher. And she starts writing poems to him, and she starts leaving them around the school. Well, of course, he's a responsible adult. He wants nothing to do with this crazy girl. And he's in love with one of the other teachers at the school. He doesn't realize Margaret's a psychopath, and she murders the other teacher and brings down this curse upon the school. So, original story that is woven into everything, especially on the top floor. There are snippets of Margaret's poetry. Scrawled on the walls.
So cool.
And notes from some of the other students saying she's in the walls. There's a little shrine that someone has built to Margaret in a bathroom stall.
And you do see Margaret.
You do see Margaret, and it is pretty spectacular. So I feel like it overlaps. Like the story and the design.
And the acting.
Very well. They're all very well done. The Backwoods Barn, which is new this year, I'm not sure that it partakes in the story, but it still has. It still has a really strong through line. It has a really strong through line. So if you want a haunted attraction that has some good narrative
and is scary, and you're looking for something super scary,
So your reason too?
I did both of mine.
You did both of yours?
I did both of mine.
All right. Oh, we did.
Well, they check a number sometimes. It's all good.
So, Crawford School of Terror in Connellsville. It is fun, spooky. There's a nice midway. There's
you can hang out, be scared,
be
terrified.
They have a coffin ride there.
They do have a coffin
simulator.
ride. I didn't do it. I'm not that great at those.
It was bad enough because the actors who run around the yard, including Mama and this complete lunatic he's an acrobat. He's an acrobat, and he'll run at you full speed,
jump off all the stairs.
We were too busy avoiding them. But there's Elotes Loca, a food stand. There's a coffee cart. You can hang out there and have a lovely evening before or after having the living daylights scared out of you. So, check out Crawford School of Terror in Connellsville, and we will be back with more reasons to visit more haunts.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.